What up? This is Rapids, and so Bloodhound Q50 was on this live stream with N3ON, and he started talking about how many hats he got and stuff. This dude was straight up tweaking.
Some say you got one body.
You know what that mean?
What?
You got a hat?
A hat?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a noogie?
Nah, hell nah. You want one?
No,
A hat, a body.
a body.
Yeah, that's what fun. Just fun. So much. You got a hat, man. What you talking about? What they talking about?
Hell yeah. Appreciate you. I'm so confused.
Hey, yo!
What?
Why you playing with you?
I'm confused. I'm
you got a body.
a body, like meaning like girls? Oh, no, I don't carry that on me.
Yeah, before you can catch that 80 or the way you catch that, you can stop. Catch it. Folks, hey, look. How you ever had to talk with that man and be like, here, I got somebody for you?
Whoa. I've talked to him and I've just been grateful and said thank you for everything.
I'm saying, so you ain't never gave you ain't never gave him nobody for, but like I didn't give God a lot of birthday presents, you know?
Oh,
Birthday present to God.
that's
I gave
fire,
him,
bro.
Yeah,
nah.
that go. That's
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gas.
pound in it. Pound. Hey, play out some play. Coach TJ.
You know, this guy looked like he was off of some type of pills or something. He must have been off of something. I mean, you already know that because you saw how little Jeff was doing on that interview when he was putting something up his nose. I'm not gonna get into details about all that, but if you know, you know. So to me, that's the crew that he hangs out with. Plus, the other dude, Lil Vert, he looks like a straight up tweaker. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely not surprised if Q50 is a tweaker as well. I mean, you just have to look at how he's acting in this video with N3ON. He was out of it. He was, you know, all over the place. He needs to kind of cool it a little probably, but you don't want to, you know, tell him how to behave and act because everybody acts how they want to act. But I mean, I would probably, you know, suggest that he probably says less, maybe kind of get himself together, get his, you know, words together before he speaks and think before you speak. I mean, he just needs to say less probably. But I mean, that's just my opinion because he was straight up looking like a tweaker on that show with N3ON. I mean, I don't know. I mean, talking about how many hats you got. I mean, dude, what is you doing? What is we really doing? You know, he's on there asking N3ON, you know what I'm saying, and informing them about how many hats he got and what that means. You know, how many bodies. N3ON was confused. He was like, what do you mean bodies? You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just going to change the subject. Like, okay, yeah, whatever. Lil TJ has his stuff together. Because Lil TJ was in the room as well. You can see, he, you know, he's like a media trained, you know, media person. He's like a rapper that probably will go somewhere in this industry because it looks like he could conduct an interview and everything. It doesn't really look like Q50 could too much conduct an interview. I mean, be able to really have a coherent conversation with. Maybe, I mean, it was just that day. He probably would be a little better after a while. He probably just needs some improvement. Maybe over time he gets a little better. I mean, it's good to see Q50 and everything. That's probably my favorite Bloodhound member since Lil Jeff. Lil Jeff was my favorite. And then I don't really rock with Lil Vert because he just seems like a tweaker to me, you know what I'm saying, for the most part. I just, you know, it just doesn't seem like he has too much going on in his mental, you know. Q50 kind of the same, but I actually rock with Q50. I'm feeling Q50. A lot of his songs I'll be liking. You know, so I be thinking they pretty good. Scoom, I wasn't even that much of a fan of, to be honest. Scoom was doing numbers like Lil Jeff. The whole crew, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that would have been cool if they could have all just been around still, because Jeff would have led the way for them. And, you know, they all have room for improvement. Well, Scoom is gone, but, you know, I checked out one of his albums, and Scoom was, you know, I see what he was doing, but he definitely wasn't, you know, my favorite. I don't really listen to Scoom like that. But yeah, Q50, you know, he has room for improvement. He'll be all right, you know. But I don't know. I mean, Feds is probably watching now because he on there talking about how many hats he got. That was just crazy. I mean, he's talking in code and everything, but still, man, that's gonna just get them interested in what you saying. He just needs to work on his communication skills more. He needs to cool it a little bit probably, and just maybe stop. I mean, I guess in that moment, that's what the live stream was all about, was bringing the camera into a everyday, day-to-day type situation with Q50. He's probably off, off something. He's probably tweaking off something. So we can't really knock him too much, because that's just, not everybody got cameras in their face all the time. If, you live in that party life, whatever it is, whether you drink or, whatever you're doing, if you're doing substances, I mean, if people doing that, and I'm guessing that's pretty common, you already know that it's common in that type of circle, in the rap world and in the music industry, period. It's probably like pretty common. So I understand that that moment wasn't probably his best. You can't just put that jacket on him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their days, I mean, it's probably wasn't his best look, but there's probably other days he's not like that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't just put that jacket on him like, this is who Q50 is, It looked like that was a pretty good studio they was in. The producers looked super focused. That looked like a pretty decent studio. The producers and engineers looked like they was on their job. They kept playing songs. They was playing mostly TJ songs. TJ was rapping along with it. Yeah, TJ, he's gonna go somewhere. He already is kind of there. Like, he's already, he's on. TJ, little TJ, he's doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got even more respect for him after that. You know what I'm saying? Studio session, because you can really see like he's super focused on his music, and even Q50 was like, teach me how to rap like you. I know he was kind of trolling and stuff, but he couldn't deny it, because TJ was rapping, and those new songs he was dropping in that studio sounded lit. So shout out to Lil TJ. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, shout out to all the producers, shout out to Q50 and all that. I just think that say less. I mean, you can't be out there telling people how many hats you got, going around telling people that type of stuff, because I mean, the thing is, he can dismiss it, and anyone can dismiss it as trolling. You know what I'm saying? He could have just been trolling, and it's just like the persona of rappers, and he could have been like, hey, I ain't really mean it like that. You know what I'm saying? I was just saying that if anybody even questions him, I don't think he's even gonna get questioned about that. You see, that's the thing about Chicago rap and drill rappers, is they talk about stuff like that on their songs, so they already know. I mean, the bodies that they probably got, if they really do got bodies and hats, you know what I'm saying? It's like the people that they got, they know that ain't nobody really looking into that, especially in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Chicago is like the place where stuff like that happens all the time, and a lot of it goes unsolved. So, you know what I'm saying? He probably knows like the people, if he really does got them hats that he was telling N3ON about, it's probably people that, is never going to really get reopened to or looked into, because it took for like FBG Duck for the old Block 6 to get caught up, because that was such a high profile drill, you know what I'm saying? And with Little Dirt, same thing. They went to a high profile area, and that's when they got taken down, because the drill happened in Sunset Boulevard or something, I think they're saying, in California. It was like LA or something, a really high profile district, you know what I'm saying? So with FBG Duck and the Dirk hit, both of those happen in areas and neighborhoods that don't tolerate that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna do a drill in an area like that, they're gonna look into it and get to the bottom of it instantly. But if the drill keeps limited to like the trenches, and they talking about some hats that they caught in the deep trenches, that's where they expect the hits to happen, and ain't nobody really, it don't seem like they get the same attention, because ain't nobody cooperating, ain't no witnesses really stepping forward in those districts. And you know what I'm saying, it's like that. If it happens in the trenches, that's why they're able to be on the songs and interviews talking about stuff and really incriminating themselves for the most part. But they know ain't nobody gonna be looking into it like that, you know what I'm saying? Cause that's the trenches, and that's what goes down in the trenches. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Once that stuff gets taken to the rich neighborhoods and, you know, the areas where they're not gonna tolerate that stuff, well, that's when, you know, you see stuff happen like what happens to Lil Durk, you know what I'm saying? We saw what happened in the old Block 6. So I'm thinking whatever hats, y'all really think, well, I'm not even gonna ask, I was gonna ask y'all really think Q50 got hats, but I mean, I'm not even gonna talk about, I don't even want y'all to answer that in this comment section, because that's pretty incriminating, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, you can take it for what you want, you know what I'm saying? Take it for what you want about what he said. If he's open enough to tell N3ON about that, it's a public discussion, you know. I guess we can all talk about it, you know. So it's up to you. But you know what I'm saying? I really don't want to have that type of discussion in the comment section anyways, because that's just kind of, you know, these are people's lives and stuff. If that is real, if he's not just trolling, that's serious. I mean, how many hats you got? That's like, I don't think that's something to really, I don't know. I know, I understand the drill culture and everything, but man, that's just kind of different. That kind of hit different. To be bringing that up like so casual, you know what I'm saying, on camera like that. Just I don't really want to really get into all that, you know. But Bloodhound, he's Jeff's day one, you know, little Jeff's day one. Now Jeff was a character, you know what I'm saying. Jeff, if Jeff was around, that would have been crazy, you know what I'm saying. Everything would have been hit different, because Q50 was actually just playing the background. Jeff was the one that was taking off and doing all the rapping, and he was the personality. And Jeff was like, you know what I'm saying, he was like more like built for this. Like you see how Lil TJ was a natural in front of the camera and rapping and speaking and communicating and stuff. Jeff was kind of like that out of the drill, you know what I'm saying, in his own version. Jeff was like his, you know, in his own way, he kind of had them same qualities as well, where, you know, he had the personality, the, you know what I'm saying, the communication skills, the rapping skills. If Jeff was around, they would have probably been playing all Jeff songs, you know what I'm saying, because Jeff was lit, yo, straight up. Now, I have been paying attention, and it looks like little Jeff got a little brother out here. Looks like they calling his little brother. I mean, I'm not sure if that's his real brother, but he looks like him. And that's what I've been hearing, is that this is little Jeff's actual brother. And it's his little brother his name is Little Speedy. So check him out. You know what I'm saying? Look him up. He's been doing some numbers, and the song's been hitting, you know what I'm saying? He's lit. He's probably not, I think Little Speedy probably has he has the chance to become my favorite Bloodhound member. And maybe just give him some time, you know what I'm saying? Let him cook. Give him about another, you know what I'm saying, within this year. I think, you know what I'm saying, as long as he stays safe and out the way, I think he has a chance to really take off, because Jeff took off super quick, you know what I'm saying? Jeff took off, he was on like instantly. And then he shined bright, and then he got taken out too quick, you know what I'm saying? It was all very quick, the whole thing, his whole run. So as long as Little Speedy stays safe, I think he'll have a chance to develop into you know what I'm saying, one of the top Bloodhound members. Now the other Bloodhound, Jeff's other brother, I forget his name already. I mean, I forgot he don't even really look like little Jeff. He got a brother out there, I think it's Boogie or something, J Boogie or whatever his name is. I forget his name because he's kind of new, and I haven't been overly impressed by his rapping. I mean, I've been checking him out. I think he's got something. He's probably one of my favorite next to Bloodhound Q50. Is just that his name, you know what I'm saying, isn't really ringing bells right now. And you know, as far as I'm concerned, I think he has a chance to become greater. You know what I'm saying? I think his name is Boogie or something. I forget his actual name. That's how much I think he has room for improvement, to where he needs to become more of a household name, to where, you know what I'm saying, you can instantly remember his name like that. Because right now it's drawing a blank when I'm trying to think of his name. I think it's J Boogie or something though. But yeah, he has you know, it's potential as well though. I've been seeing what he do. I'm rocking with him, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it looks like Bloodhound though, if they get this stuff together, I think they gotta, you know, maybe fall back off some of those substances though a little bit. If they mind getting so altered like that. They just, you know, I don't know. I mean, you saw what happened to Fredo Santana. He couldn't shake the, you know what I'm saying, taking them substances, and it looks like that had something to do with taking them out. So, you know, you got to chill when it comes to taking these street substances, you know what I'm saying, and get your stuff together. You know, take something a little less potent, maybe. Just chill back with some smoke or something, you know, maybe something like that, to where it's not so obvious that you tweaking off of something, you know what I'm saying? Like Railverting them and Q50 and all them, they should probably just kind of fall back if they taking something that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, be so obvious that you tweaking. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's something you shouldn't really be doing as much. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But shout out to all of them, though. Yeah, that's about it, y'all. This has been Rap HITZ. Let's get over 100 likes on this video. Make sure you like and subscribe and all that. And I got links in the comment section. Follow Rap HITZ on social media and all that. I'm out.